In 5, 4, 3, 2. All I know is that's me. You look like you're having fun. Open up your loving arms. Watch out, here I come. You spin me right round, baby, right round like a record, baby, right round, round, round. You spin me right round, baby, right round like a record, baby, right round, round, round. Did you know?
Right around.
Hello, Dougs and Duggats. Welcome back to the channel. That's your thing. I stole your thing. Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you didn't know, we are
The sum.
the BIOS.
Jesus Christ.
If you didn't know, guys, my name is
I honestly thought you were gonna just pull your kegs down and just flash your art at full goatsy. The camera was very worried. Oh my god, you fucking tits! I was worried about the shot by your laptop.
it's Kieran.
I'm the apparently not. I'm the less drunkenly of this sober regime. Jack. Right.
Let me make sure we're still okay.
Yeah,
The mics haven't disconnected, which is good. Oh shit! Something on the sofa. Fuck, Jack. I need a tissue or something. Quick, a tissue. How did I fuck that up so bad? All I know is that me is you look like you're having fun. Open up your loving arms, watch out, here I come. Thanks. Well, how the fuck did that happen?
I don't know, some fucking idiot just started doing fucking forward rolls.
You fucking weirdo.
I'm the fucking weirdo, I didn't fucking spill the drink yet.
Yeah, but it was funny though. Think about the content.
Ah, yes.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to be doing the little thing we've done before in the past.
Oh my god, you actually admitted you've done this before.
So it's not something new. Welcome back to the Chat Shit Show. Hey! We love this show.
I actually really do. Big fan.
We've just finished filming. I didn't finish what I was saying first, you fucking... we just finished filming an episode we've called Shop Roulette. If it's not out before this, it'll be after this. Obviously. You're out of my league and wasting my time. So I'm a little bit fucked right now. Jack is... I'd say you're like pretty sober.
Yeah, I'm
I'll go into why I'm fucked later on in the video. But basically, Jack's going to be doing, well, I would say 4 shots, but he's already done fucking one of them. I'm going to be doing 1 shot because I'm already fucked anyway. Anyways. So...
am I doing them, like, consistently, or am I doing them throughout?
So, dude, fucking get them down you. So basically, in that one, I mixed them up so it's a bit of Di Serrano and a bit of Archers.
It's that one.
It was that one.
It's like fucking the scene in Ratatouille.
So... That next one's Di Serrano. The next one's Di Serrano Archers. I did a split between.
Did you put a? Oh no, I can taste.
I did Archers.
I can taste the remnants of.
Yeah, so I did Archers in 1. I was like, nah, fuck this. Tipped like half in. I was like, nah, we're gonna do half and half, like fucking curry, you know.
Yeah.
And chin. What be you into, Jack?
I'll let you choose.
Fuck the Drunkenly Sober podcast.
Did I know that was coming? Absolutely.
And to the Chat Shit Show.
What is that?
A spicy meatball. Welcome back to the Chat Shit Show, guys. My name is Kieran. I've already said that is Jack. I'm a little bit fucked. We just finished filming Shop Roulette. Basically, here's the thing, right? I haven't eaten today.
No, we discussed this and mate, this is so weird timeline wise.
Yeah.
People watching this, they're like, "Fuck me, he hasn't eaten in 2 weeks."
No, because like what it'll be the Chat Shit Show comes out, then it'll be like the reacting one, and then it'll be the Shot Roulette one. Like fucking hell, this guy hasn't eaten in like 6 weeks.
Like,
this guy needs a sandwich or something.
His mate's eating that vegan sausage roll.
I haven't ate today. The current date is the 23rd of November. It's on a Sunday. I've got work tomorrow.
I know you said.
High five. So we're just gonna be chatting a little bit of shit, you know, doing a little bit of the shit.
The chat.
So what's going on, Jack, with you? What's new? Cause to be fair, because this will probably come out after the. Like, so I kind of want to get the reacting one out first, but if it doesn't, like, the reacting one is coming. But I do want to get this out before the reacting.
Okay.
So it's been like a couple of like I think that came out in September. Like we filmed that in September.
It would be,
What's happened? Because we're in November now.
mhm.
Anything interesting happened since September?
Finally finished uni.
Fucking let's go.
It only took fucking 4.5 years.
Let's fucking go.
But yeah, no, that's all done now. So that's all in the pocket, out of sight, out of mind. Yeah, now we're just focusing on trying to, you know,
Live.
Live life,
Live,
love
laugh.
and survive. So we're trying to focus on that at the minute. I'm hoping to obviously get some more acting-y stuff under the belt now in the next coming weeks. I've got some headshots I gotta get done. And yeah, other than that, I want to do some voice acting-y stuff. I am currently working on a voice reel.
A voice reel?
Yeah, because I was speaking about it with Mr. Pez, and we both want to.
Fuck you, Mr. Pez.
I love you, Mr. Pez.
No, you
I
don't.
do. I can't say I don't. And yeah, if you, to be fair, if you watch the other episode, you know I love him too. So yeah, I want to obviously try and sort out a voice reel currently. So I'm just trying to work on that. And other than that, not a lot. Just still breathing. That's the main.
That's good.
How about you?
I need to pee. So guys, I need to piss. But do you want to see a magic trick? Okay, watch this.
Yeah, so I'll be covering for today for the few minutes. So I just completed Devil May Cry 3 with Mr. Pez on me channel. And I have to be 100% honest, for all you Devil May Cry enthusiasts out there, I get the hype, I understand. I enjoyed 1, big fan of that, really enjoyed that. 2, and then we played 3 recently, just wrapped up now, and thoroughly enjoyed it.
Oh, I'm back.
That was quick.
Fucking hell, what happened?
My convo about DMC3
If
will make
you...
the cut.
You'll make the cut. I'll keep it in
It's
there.
sad because it's a good little convo.
I'll probably like... What I'll do is I'll probably speed it up. Just so like our fans don't get bored of your...
They won't, because there's got to be some Devil May Cry fans who watch.
Not much, to be fair. Like, my fucking hair is... You can't see that well on the camera. It's a little bit blue now. Basically... Oh, let me... Because I can't see it over there. It's a little bit blue. I pretty much had a midlife crisis.
No such thing at 25.
No, there's not. But here's the thing, right?
That's more an identity crisis.
A little bit, yeah. Because my plan currently is... It'll either be... So I've dyed my hair blue.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll either be now as well that... I got a show on the 29th and the 30th of November. So by the time this comes out, maybe not. I don't know. It depends. So either on the 2nd or the 4th of November, the current plan is for me to get my nose pierced.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it could, like, I could watch this in like a year's time. Like, what the fuck was I thinking? I didn't get my nose pierced. But the current plan is to do that. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. If it does, fucking great. Like, I've here's a photo of me like thirst trapping with a fake like nose piercing. Cause
the real deal.
I was gonna say, because I mentioned that I was gonna get my nose pierced.
No, so I shit you not. So this is a little bit more, as I like to say, a bit of inside baseball.
Mm-hmm.
I've been for months looking for a ring to put back in, and I told you it, like I think off camera potentially, that the hole for my lip is still there, so it could go back in really easy. It was just the problem was all the ones I had upstairs were belly bars.
Belly bars?
Yeah, from Car. So they were all belly bars.
Why was you putting a belly bar on your lip?
Putting a belly bar in
Oh, I thought you meant like you was putting a belly bar in your lip. I was like,
No,
why?
the only ones I ever had upstairs was like 2 belly bars that were left over, and I think 2 septum ones were left over. So I actually was like, again, like I mentioned, depending on when this comes out, it's all gonna make no sense. But during the fucking shot roulette video,
Yeah.
I mentioned obviously I found the book that you made me for my birthday.
Yeah.
I also found a lip ring, which is the
What,
only
in the
lip ring I've
book?
got left. No, it was I was moving shit around and I found the
Right.
book, and then I was moving shit and I found the lip ring.
Do you want me to
So-
buy you a lip ring for Christmas?
You can if you want.
I might
You
just
gotta be
get...
careful with the size though, because I was speaking with someone. This is again.
Who?
This is chatting the shit. When I went to
Who?
Blue Banana.
No, who?
Well, I don't know who.
Name them.
I don't know them. I'm not gonna dox them. So I was there in Blue Banana, which is like the hot topic. It's like the hot topic of
In America.
the UK.
Because apparently we have fans in America, which is fucking...
Yeah.
What? Okay.
People.
Cheers.
But yeah, so I went in, and the thing I never realized, because if you remember, I actually got this done when I was 16, and I got it done for prom.
You did, yeah.
I got mine done for prom, and I got it done on this side. Oh, did I get it done on the side because this side because CM Punk had it, or I got it done on this side because Tom?
I thought it was Tom DeLonge.
I think it might be Tom DeLonge, the side Tom DeLonge had it on.
Mm-hmm.
Lead singer of Blink, and I got that done, and I was just kind of like, oh fuck it, because my eldest brother as well had it done, and I was like, it just seems so fucking cool to have a lip piercing. And I got it done, and then years later, when I was with my other half at the time, we were talking about it, and all these different sizes for the piercings.
Yeah.
Which is a pain in the ass because I used to have massive hoops, so there's probably some pictures of me with a hoop is like incredibly like wide. Whereas this one actually fits really nicely, and I don't know the exact size. So if you are going to get anything lip-wise from moi, I actually wouldn't know.
I thought you meant for... Because you said if you're going to get anything lip-wise, nah.
No, I genuinely... The coolest thing I did in my teen years was get a lip ring. For me, that was like... 2 things from like turning into a teenager that was like cool to me. And something that I did that was rebellious for me was actually let my hair grow long, like 16 onwards, and get my lip done. And that was genuinely the 2 things I ever wanted. I didn't really... We talked about it before with tattoos. I never really looked at a tattoo and went, oh my god.
I fucking love a tattoo.
Yeah, well, like I told you, there's only one tattoo. I think you can get a nice view.
I don't know if you can see or not, but I have tattoos. I've got one. I've got 2 on my legs as well.
But yeah.
What tattoo would you get?
I've told you before.
I forgot. I'm drunk.
I'd get it on the left wrist. And
Yeah.
It would be the UFO picking up a little cow.
I think you should get it done.
No.
Why?
Because I just don't want it.
But you just said that if I was to get one, I'd get that.
That's like if someone held a gun to my head and said you have to get one tattoo.
Get a
That's
tattoo.
not a real gun. I'm not that dumb.
Well, I'd say that, like, I don't know. I feel like personally, for me,
Do you know, I feel like I get a full sleeve. If I got one done, I get a full sleeve.
that's not bad though.
Yeah, but I also just don't want it. Because A, money, and B, just because I just don't want it.
Yeah, but like, I mean, take it from.
Yeah, but also
Let me finish.
the only person who's got, there's multiple people that we've.
Yeah, but in the group, I've gotten the most tattoos.
Yeah, but then most people in the
But
group.
I've got like shit amount of tattoos.
Yeah, but most people in the group haven't got tattoos. I think there's predominantly more people in the group without tattoos than there is with.
So I think altogether it's me, Meg, and Jake.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I think you look good with a tattoo.
I might look fantastic.
You should get it done.
I might do at one point, just not right now. I got no money.
What if I had you for Secret Santa, and I pay for a tattoo for you for Secret Santa? What would you do then?
I'd either tell you to keep your money, or I would go through that. So there's only 2 options.
Yeah, but you like right now.
It depends what mood I'm in. Because currently, if you ask me, I would.
Do it then.
But I don't. Yeah, but that's. But the problem is with me.
I
is that
think
I'm not in a position where I can go for definite, and which is what I've told you before. If I had one day, like a fleeting moment of 100% commitment to getting the tattoo, I'd get it done. But the problem is, 9 times out of 10, my thing is, 80% I don't want a tattoo, and 20% I'd get a tattoo. And to me, that's
What's the 80%? Like, why wouldn't you?
because I just don't want one.
Yeah, but you've said like you've showed interest, and I mean, like, if I
No,
was
but
to
that,
get
that was
one,
mainly because when I was with Kat, I was like, "Oh, what would you get?" And I never forget it. I won't go too much on a tangent, but they brought home a sheet from when they got their first tattoo, and they showed it to me, and the cow and the thing was on there. And I was like, "Oh, that's quite."
would you get color?
Yeah, I told you. I said my eldest brother's got a lot of color.
I think there, like, what arm would you do?
Left.
There, with color, I think it look fucking suck.
But I get that in black and white.
You reckon?
Yeah, because the design I saw when they showed it to me, I was like, that looks really fucking good. That does. But that I always question. Then I'm appreciating the art, but maybe I just don't want the art on me. So.
Show me your wrist. Your left wrist.
I'm showing you both.
I don't want. Why would I want to see that one for? You just.
might like it.
I do think. I think it would suit you really well.
100%. Like I told you, if I had 2 sleeves right now, tattoos, it'd probably suit me.
Even if it was on sleeve, if you had the one, I think it would suit you quite well.
But I'd want to get more. I know I'd want to get more.
Yeah, but think about it this way, right? That the first time I got a tattoo was 2019.
Yeah.
And I look at how many tattoos I got now.
Yeah, no, but
because I was only going in for one.
But that's for you. Like I've never, and again, like when my grand, we'd always talk. Like I wasn't a huge fan of tattoos for a long time. Even the other half of the time, they were like, "Oh my god, he doesn't like tattoos. He's gonna hate this." And I saw it. I was like, "That's really pretty." I was like, "I like that." I can appreciate the art. I can appreciate it on other people. It's just me. It just doesn't really work for me, brother.
Have you? Because the one thing I would suggest to it is if you was toying with the idea of it, get like a similar to what I done with the nose piercing. Get a fake one, so you can get like fake tattoos. Obviously, you won't be able to get like a fake tattoo of the cow in the UFO.
You could do. Someone's done a stencil.
Yeah, but you can buy them like online. They'll last like.
If someone's done it like that.
Yeah, I mean, you could have it like be like a week or two. But you could see like, oh yeah, that looks sick on me. Like even if that's not the design you want.
But then again, the difference between the lip piercing, for those who didn't know I had one, that was something I always wanted. I really always wanted that. And to be fair, that was a punk in like early CW days. I thought that was the coolest fucking thing ever. I was like, oh my god, I was like, it's this fucking lip piercing along here. I was like, oh my god, that's so fucking cool. And then when I started getting into Blink, and I saw like
Tom DeLonge having the
Tom DeLonge having it back like in early Blink. I was like, oh, that's so fucking cool. Whereas tattoos, I've always been like, I love the art, and it might look nice on other people, but
like this is why I wanted to get the fake hoop first, because I didn't want to like fully commit to it, and then like get the hoop, and then like, oh yeah, it looks shit on me. But I know it's gonna be a case of like, obviously, if I get my nose pierced, I need to have the stud in for a good couple of months.
I think it's like 6 weeks. Depends actually, because
it's like 6 to 8 months.
Oh, the lip ring one was like 6 weeks plus.
I think like I've looked at it, and like obviously because this would be my first piercing, if I do go ahead with it, which is not 100% confirmed, it's like at the minute it's currently about a 60-40. 60-40%.
Yeah, but that's way better than me with a tattoo.
Yeah, but I feel like I'm just having a midlife crisis. My hair's blue now for no reason.
I don't think it's a midlife crisis. I think maybe it's more an identity crisis.
Maybe.
Because I think that, but I also don't.
I will say that obviously because I dressed up as my little
man.
I put the blue hairspray dye in. I was like, I actually kind of really fuck with it. Because I even said then, it was like, if I like it enough, I probably will just do it.
Yeah, you should dye your hair purple.
No.
Yeah.
Can you imagine purple?
Yeah. That would
like,
work.
I do fuck with, like, because it is at the minute, it's not like, you can't, like, right now you can't see it. Yeah, like, on camera, I've said straight that, on camera, it's not noticeable. In person, it's a lot more noticeable. Like, obviously, it's not dark blue like Inosuke. But it's like a blue / green. I've dyed it again. I've dyed it 3 times now, and it's kind of like a bluish greenish. The only way I can get like fully like a no skate is if I bleach my hair, and I don't want to bleach my hair.
Don't do it.
Like, granted, it'd only be the ends of my hair, because obviously I know that's what
I wouldn't recommend even doing
No,
that.
I don't want to, because even Meg has said to me about there's a way of doing it without using like the certain like chemical. I think it begins with a P. I think it's like peroxide or some shit.
Yeah.
Which doesn't damage the hair so much. I was like, yeah, but my issue is
I
that
wouldn't
obviously
even do that.
no, because my issue is with it is obviously if I don't like it, the end of my hair is gonna be lighter, so I'd have to cut it off, and I don't really fancy doing that right now. But I enjoy the blue, like, because I'm just using a temp color for the time being.
Which is probably the way it should be.
Yeah. Like, I wish it was a bit darker, because like I think I left it on because I did it by myself on. It wasn't that long ago. I think it might have been on Thursday night. And then yeah, because I met with you on Friday and I did it the day before, so I did it by myself on the Thursday night. And I left on for like 25 minutes, and I came off. It's like, oh, okay, it's like you can notice it a little bit. But yeah, pretty much midlife crisis, identity crisis. Don't know who the fuck I am anymore. I'll tell you what I am. I'm excited to see it in wrestling mode, because I haven't seen it in wrestling mode yet. Because obviously I have a ponytail in. Obviously my hair's gonna be wet, so like this is probably gonna fucking like the blue is gonna like run down my back, which is gonna be fucking great. But I'm very excited to see how it's gonna look, because obviously like no one really knows that I've dyed my hair blue yet, except for like close friends and people I work with. So it's gonna be a good like. Because I remember the one day when I started like doing my nails. Obviously I haven't done my nails for a little bit now, just because I keep forgetting to do it, and it takes time to dry and all that shit. But I remember I went to this one show. It was like this year back in I can't remember what it was, but I know it was in Philly. I go to the venue, I'm gonna get my nails painted, and one of the wrestlers come up to me and goes, I fucking love emo Kenny. I go, what? And he goes, because you're getting your nails painted, you're going like full emo, I fucking love it. I'm like, okay.
So you mentioned it, obviously. Whenever we record it, whenever it comes out, the Chainsaw Man movie.
Oh my,
so
that is a big thing, right?
Take the Lord Jesus.
So not even just like the Chainsaw Man, because I think the last time we filmed, I hadn't even started Demon Slayer yet.
No, definitely haven't started Demon Slayer yet.
Fucking hell, I am like in the span of like what 2 months, I have gone from like I liked Dragon Ball, and that was it, to being like, oh my fucking god, there's so much like many more options now. Like obviously there's like Dragon Ball, like obviously I still need to watch Daima. I can't wait. This is the thing, cause we've talked about this as well. I watched because I went to the hospital. That's another thing. I've got fucking nerve damage in my shoulder, which for like, obviously I think the last time we filmed I might have been complaining about my shoulder, I might have not, but it was in September, so like my shoulder was definitely hurting at the time, but I ended up getting it checked out. I've got nerve damage in my shoulder, which is fucking mint. I was in the hospital getting it checked out, and I messaged in the chat being like, I'm in the hospital, anything you guys would recommend me watching, and you messaged in saying, watch Demon Slayer.
Or Spy Family.
I watched Demon Slayer instead, which I'm glad I did.
I wish you'd watched Spy Family. Nice.
It might be a different story.
To be fair, we'll go into more of that in a minute.
It's on my list. I will watch it. But I ended up watching, I think it was like 2 episodes whilst I was in the hospital to watch Demon Slayer. The first episode was like, oh, it's okay, like it's a little slow for my liking. Episode 2 I was like, oh yeah, I could probably get into this a bit more. Went home, fucking, like I was just watching it. It wasn't until Mr. Pez then was like, oh, I think it was Mr. Pez anyway. It might be new. I'm pretty sure it was Mr. Pez.
Probably.
But he was like, oh yeah, there's a new film out in the minute. It's like, what, in the cinema? He was like, yeah. I'm like, well, I need to fucking I'm like, when does it leave cinemas? Like, I don't fucking know. Looked it up. I was like, fuck, I've got like it was either like a week or two.
2 weeks.
Yeah, it was like 2 weeks to like till it left the cinema. I was like, fuck, okay, I really like, because I'm into Demon Slayer now. I need to like binge this to get through as quick as possible. I think I finished it. So the last day it was in the cinemas was on the Thursday. I finished it on the Tuesday. So I binged Demon Slayer. Because I've been saying I finished it in 2 weeks. Realistically, it was a week and a half that I binged through Demon Slayer. But I really fucked with it. Hence why my hair is now blue, because of my fucking boy Inosuke. He is by far the best character.
He's in my top 3.
Because I know yours like Rengoku, Tengen, Inosuke. Like, he is probably my favorite. I feel like for me it goes Inosuke, Rengoku, Tengen. And then Tanjiro.
That's fine. It's okay.
Is it?
That's your decision.
I don't mind him.
No, I'd put it.
I feel like you put Tanjiro right at the bottom.
No, I wouldn't put Tanjiro.
No? Okay.
No, my top 5. You wouldn't be in my top 5. I would put
No.
Rengoku, Tengen, Inosuke, Zenitsu,
Oh, I wouldn't put him.
Zenitsu.
I wouldn't put him that
He's
high.
so much fucking more interesting than fucking Tajas. I won't go too much into that because otherwise I'm just gonna rant about Tajas for fucking 4 years.
Yeah, but I wouldn't put
I
Zenitsu
would,
so
because
high.
I put him so high, but then I will say I don't like the show that much. I like it, but I don't love it.
It's not like me. Like, I
No, 'cause
fully fell in love with it.
You've clearly just been infatuated with it, whereas for me at the minute, my big.
Do you know what my thing is?
Mm.
I am thinking, I said this a bit ago, but this was like after I finished watching Demon Slayer. This is why I said I wanted to wait a bit. It is looking more likely. I am thinking of getting this little tattooed on my arm.
Which is good.
I think at the minute it's gonna go here.
Mm-hmm.
I do think his little ball mask right there, I think it'd fit in so perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
But I said I wanted to get it done after. I said I'd want to get it done before Mania. Because, like, that's when I know it's like, okay, it's not just a case of I've been through all the series. Like, it's my hobby at the minute. Like, oh, I fucking love this show. If it gets to Mania and I still really like Demon Slayer, I will get it done because, like, yeah, okay, I really fuck with the show. And, like, at the minute, I still do fuck with the show. Like, 2 months later on, I'm like, yeah, I really fucking enjoy it.
I'm glad people do fuck with the show.
But not you.
Oh, my thing with Demon Slayer is this, right?
Sorry.
To bring it up again.
Yeah.
My other half introduced me to Demon Slayer. The Mugen Train arc was coming out,
Yeah.
and we were talking about it, and they were like, "Oh, you could come with me to watch it." And I was like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, I'll go watch it." And I watched a few episodes, and I didn't finish season 1. And I watched Mugen Train, and I thought Mugen Train was really good. Enjoyed Mugen Train, and watched the rest of season 1. I thought season 1 was good. It's just, it's what Mr. Pez feels with Chainsaw Man is it didn't really grab me the way it seems to have grabbed everyone else.
That's fine.
For me personally, an anime that Mr. Pez has recommended, which I fucking adore, and I'm literally almost at the end of now, and me and him were talking about it last night, whenever this video comes out, or whenever this video was recorded.
Mm-hmm.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, I think it's arguably the best anime I've ever watched, even over Dragon Ball. Objectively, it's better.
Do you prefer it over Dragon Ball?
No, I prefer Dragon Ball, but objectively, it is the best anime I've ever watched. I think it's a phenomenal story. I think everything ties up really nicely. I think that the characters in it are just so fucking... Everyone has their place in the anime. No one feels like a true side character. Everyone has their place in the story. And they build upon shit. And there's this world building. And everything's so fucking interconnected. Not that every anime needs to be. You know, even with Dragon Ball, a lot of it is like kind of... You know, Toriyama wrote it on the seat of his pants, like, where it was all kind of just making it up as you go along. But with Full Metal Alchemist, or as someone likes to call it, Alchemist, yeah, it was just shit. Like, that for me has been that's been my Demon Slayer. That is where I've watched something for the first time now, and I'm genuinely hooked, and I'm gonna be a little upset when it ends because there's only 64 episodes of Brotherhood, something like that, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and the characters in that and the story of that has just hit me and been a little more impactful than Demon Slayer. And I like Demon Slayer. I don't dislike it. I'm not gonna be one of those people who fucking shit. It's not shit. I've seen Devil May Cry anime. That's far worse.
Like even Meg, because obviously we dressed up as Tanjiro and I dressed up as Inosuke for Halloween. She did say to me, "Was like, obviously last year we dressed up as Goku and Chi-Chi." She said to me this time, "Was like, I would like to watch a little bit of it before doing the costume." I was like, "Yeah, that's fair enough." Like, because obviously she could see like how much it did kind of mean to me. So she started watching, and like, bear in mind, she's never watched a single anime before. I think she finished season 1. I was like, "Oh, so what do you think of it?" She goes, "I really fucking enjoyed that," and I was like, "Let's fucking go."
Gatekeep, because I'm the last person to gatekeep, but it is a fairly easy anime to get into.
I feel like
with the Ball, this is coming from someone who's read the manga of OG Dragon Ball, because I know it's all just one continuous thing from OG Dragon Ball technically to Z. I love Chi-Chi, and the fact, it was cool that Meg dressed as Chi-Chi, but the thing is, Chi-Chi's greatest moments are not in Z or in Kai.
No.
Chi-Chi's greatest moments are in original Dragon Ball, in anime, at least as far as the anime is concerned. And again, I feel like to an extent Dragon Ball is a commitment, like where
it is.
You go from OG Dragon Ball, Kai or Z, and then you go Super, GT, whatever. Whereas, and again, this is coming from someone who's just singing the praises of fucking Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. That's only 64 episodes and that's it. There's nothing else post that. There's no like Full Metal fucking Alchemist Brotherhood 2 or anything like that. And I think Demon Slayer works, and obviously they're coming out on Netflix has fucking helped tremendously. Like the fact that the show came out initially in 2020 on Netflix. That's where Cal watched it at the time, introduced it to me, watched season 1. And like I said, I like the show, but for me, I know it doesn't sit well with you, but it wouldn't even crack top 10. Or it definitely wouldn't crack top 5. It wouldn't crack. But
it does break my heart.
Potentially a crack top. Maybe a crack top 10, but I watched a huge amount.
Breaks my heart.
But I've told you, like, my order...
Have you seen the film?
What?
Infinity Castle.
I watched it before you did.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. I didn't know if you've seen it or not.
I enjoyed the film. I really did. But then going on to someone we're probably going to talk about very soon, like
compared to
yeah, but I said this after watching it the second time with the Chainsaw Man movie. The Chainsaw Man movie.
Save it because I really want to talk about the Chainsaw Man movie.
But going back to Infinity Castle then, because I don't care about Tanjiro enough for the film to make me give a shit, and that's maybe just a me thing. But I know there's a lot of other people who feel like Tanjiro is a very generic shonen protagonist, which to an extent he is. Because I've only watched a season or 2 of something like My Hero Academia, which I find, it was a good, decent show.
I haven't seen it yet.
And I've enjoyed it from what I watched, or from what I could watch at the time. And I found Deku, who's the MC in that, a little more interesting than Tanjiro. But overall, like, there's some the side characters and the characters that are the top villain, I really like in Demon Slayer. Like, I like Rengoku's, like, fucking basically, you can count on one hand's appearance.
Tasty!
He's phenomenal. And I enjoyed that. And I enjoyed Tengen's stuff. And I enjoyed Inosuke stuff. And I enjoyed Zenitsu's, like, fucking, graduation into that.
See, the thing is, with Zenitsu, I didn't really get into him until Infinity Castle. That's when I was kind of like... Because I put it in my review of Demon Slayer, the Infinity Castle, was that it actually made me care about characters I didn't care about before. But
I would argue that something like that is so, to an extent, because me and Mr. Pez have had convos about it, and you know how much Mr. Pez loves Zenitsu. I like a character who has a bit more depth where they're not just continuously... I'm trying to think of the verbiage now. But I like the fact that Zenitsu grows over the series, even though there's parts of it.
I
which
wouldn't
don't-
say he
But he
does.
does, because there's something that becomes personal to Zenitsu. The fact
But I
that-
wouldn't say that it
spoilers for
doesn't.
the show, or-
I wouldn't say it happens till season 5 though.
Yeah, but this is
Which
what-
is like, granted, yeah, like it does happen,
No, but
but
this
it's
is
like
my point.
so long into it.
Yeah, but I'd rather something be so long into it where we gradually get to a point where a character I can appreciate more that I maybe initially didn't appreciate. Whereas I don't feel like with Tanjiro, I feel any different to him than I did at the start of the series.
No.
Whereas Inosuke, as much as I love Inosuke, it feels
My
he's very
fucking
much
boy.
like.
Just wait till the next film.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter about the next film.
It does.
No, but what I mean is Zenitsu or Inosuke is established as this character who's like going to be the fan favorite because he's this comedic character that is involved in these circumstances and these situations that you look at and go, oh fucking hell, he's not taking this seriously. He's eating his bit of food before he falls into the Infinity Castle. And he's funny, and I find him entertaining. Not everyone finds him entertaining that I talk to. I find him entertaining. I enjoy Inosuke. Whereas Tanjiro, I feel like, is someone who I just don't find, for my personal preferences, very.
No, I'm not going to defend Tanjiro
No one.
because,
No, I'm joking. But no, but that's
like,
what I mean.
I get if it is people's favorite character, like,
No,
because
no,
I've
I
asked.
understand. But when you said Denji, yeah, well, we will go on to the Demon Slayers, don't we? Denji is your
Chainsaw
favorite.
Man.
Hmm?
Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, Chainsaw Man. I do apologize.
Yeah.
Been a long day. Yeah, so you like Denji the most.
I love Inosuke, by the way. He's my favorite character.
He is your boy, but so far as like someone like Chainsaw Man,
Yeah.
and so far as someone like Dragon Ball goes, it's Goku for you.
Yeah. Goku's my boy.
There's no issue with you with anyone, and it's not just you, it's not just me, it's anyone liking the main character of the thing.
I wouldn't say
think that's-
Inosuke's one of the mains though. He's
No,
like
no,
one
no,
of
but
the
no,
main
I mean,
core.
I mean it in the sense of using Goku and
Denji.
Denji as an example.
I feel like
as
with-
main character protagonist, I don't feel like that's an issue. Like it, because Mr. Pez loves Goku to death, and I don't think that's an issue. Again, with Goku, I like Goku for a variety of different reasons compared to why I like Denji, and I like Denji for different reasons why I like Goku. Whereas with Tanjiro, I just don't find him very interesting for my personal preference.
No.
Whereas my favorite character,
He is kind of like, I will say, he is a bit of a stale main character. Like, I'm not going to deny that he is like the most intriguing main character.
yeah,
like
but
of all
that's
anime.
that's the beauty of just storytelling in general. Is the characters I tend to gravitate towards, for the most part, with the exception of Rengoku, are very like sad and self-centered characters to an extent. For example, Vegeta. I think Vegeta is the best character in Dragon Ball, bar none. So, Full Metal Alchemist. I like Roy Mustang in that, and it's because I like his battle with himself for, he wants to become this in the series. I won't specify it just in case you watch it, but I'll just say he wants to become this in the series, but the reasons for becoming this in the series is totally different to what you would expect when you first meet him. And another character, again, Aki in Chainsaw Man. Like Mr. Pez pointed out, he said you seem to like these like really like deep-rooted characters.
Characters with like the sad
Yeah, with
backstories.
the sad backstories and or the characters that are bad and then they kind of turn good, with the outlier being for me in Demon Slayer and Goku, because he's fairly a positive character. But then again, using it technically an anime example, if we go by what season 2 will offer with it, with Devil May Cry, I love Virgil. Virgil's that type of character that I like. This character that is so fucking tormented by his past and tormented by stuff that he can't control to an extent, at least in my interpretation, that those type of characters stick out a bit more to me. And it always seems to be those characters that have a hint of bad intentions in them that kind of stick out to me. But again, and that's why I think that even though I don't like Tanjiro, and I find Tanjiro quite boring,
There's other people out there
I
who do.
I 100% understand why most people like Tanjiro. I get why. I just don't like him.
Here's the thing about Demon Slayer. Because if it wasn't for Demon Slayer, because like, as much as I love Dragon Ball, Because I do really fuck with Dragon Ball. It is probably my second anime. Sorry, Mr. Pez.
There's nothing wrong.
Demon Slayer has probably overtaken it. I think from my eyes, if I didn't watch Demon Slayer, I probably wouldn't have watched other animes.
No, but that's the fucking beauty.
I do think that's
No,
really
but I
fucking
wanna
cool about it.
mention that's the fucking beauty of it, is the fact that you were going to find a certain anime that you gravitate towards, that even if not everyone worldwide agrees,
No.
even though Demon Slayer and Dragon Ball are pretty, there's a lot of people who would probably say that that's the one that gets them into it. The fact that that was the anime that kind of broke you into the full genre as a whole, it's class. It's no issue. It's like, for example, with J-Rai, at the minute, it seems to be Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is the one that's getting him into it.
Yeah. Because he tried Dragon Ball before, didn't he, with Trunks?
Yeah, but he watched the history of Trunks for when we were doing dub stuff, and he did that, and he enjoyed the history of Trunks things because he just loves fucking Trunks. And me and him and Mr. Pez were talking one night, and we were like, I said, if there's an anime you'd like, I said, it's going to be this one. And he went, you reckon? I said, yeah, 100%. I said, because I didn't know if I'd like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. And I enjoyed FMAP. And I enjoyed it a lot. And I said to him, it's a bit more... There's more depth to it than Dragon Ball Demon Slayer. To be fair, there is far more depth to it, but but that's what I mean. There's no issue. Like, to me at least, I don't give a shit if your favourite's Demon Slayer, my favourite's The Ball, obviously Mr. Pez's favourite's The Ball, and J. Rai's favourite is Full Metal Alchemist. Because at the end of the day,
it connects us all in a way as well.
Exactly, and that's what I said. I said on a night out, you could have a position where, for example, Bean is talking to Kyle about Attack on Titan. You were talking to Mr. Pez about Demon Slayer along with Meg, and then I am talking with, J-Rai about Full Metal Alchemist. And then there's a point where there's a nice switch there where if you're still talking about Demon Slayer, I can jump in and talk about Demon Slayer, and then Mr. Pez goes in and talks about Full Metal Alchemist with J-Rai. And it's a lovely thing because, like, it's...
And I'll try to talk to Attack on Titan with Kyle. He's like, oh, by the way, it makes no sense that Tanjiro as well. You can smell it and Demon Slayer, what the fuck?
But that's my point, is it stems from the fact that there's clearly a core love for the media, like, of anime, to various extents, and also to various animes themselves. Like Mr. Pez has said, and this is a nice segue into it, he didn't really gel with Chainsaw Man the way other people have. So
well, this is what I was gonna say. That I don't think if I didn't watch Demon Slayer, I wouldn't have watched Chainsaw Man.
No, which is fair.
And personally, like, watching the series Chainsaw Man, I was like, oh yeah, it's fine. Like I even watching, I was like, oh, it's a bit. Because I even recorded a Snapchat. I'm like, no, I sent it into the Facebook group chat, and I put it in here.
That's dumb as hell. I know I'd go to some pretty extreme lengths to fondle some titties, though.
The human psyche is a true...
What am I watching? It was me going like, oh, what the fuck am I watching? It's about like Denji talking about tits and stuff. But then I was like, oh, I'm kind of hyped to go to see the movie. Same with like Demon Slayer. I was like really hyped to go see Infinity Castle. And then I walked into Chainsaw Man, and I swear, I honestly, into watching the movie, I was like, I put this in my review, I didn't blink, like, what it felt like anyway, I didn't blink for 20 minutes. Like, I won't spoil it, but like, the glass rose, the fireworks, you know the scene?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were there.
I've seen it twice.
Yeah, so like, seeing that, I swear I didn't blink for 20 minutes. It wasn't until I was like, I don't think I've blinked. And I was like, oh, fuck, I've started blinking now, okay. But like, I don't think if I didn't watch Demon Slayer, I wouldn't watch Chainsaw Man. And I wouldn't like, and personally, Chainsaw Man, it's had such an effect on me. It has made it into probably my top 5 favorite movies.
Yeah, no, and which 100% understandable. Like I told you when we came out of there the first time, I said I really enjoyed that, and then I went and watched it on my own.
Good. I really wanted to go watch it a second time.
I watched it the second time, and I was sat just my own, one seat there, and I really enjoyed it. And it was just something that I'm glad I did. However, like I said, going back to what you said, I don't think it's an issue. I don't genuinely, and I'm not an anime connoisseur. I'm not. I'm slightly more than yourself, but this is just coming from me, who's still, even after a few years now, a relative newbie. There is no fucking issue with the fact that Demon Slayer was the thing that opened you up to other animes.
No.
There's not. Because the fact that that was the one that kind of resonated with you, and the fact you went on to watch other ones, that's class. Because you got the preconceived stuff with Dragon Ball. Like, for me, Dragon Ball was mine. Like, that was my... I was 21 when I started watching it. And for me, that was something that just fucking clicked. And again... It's not an issue if someone else's is like for yourself. It's Demon Slayer. It's not an issue that yours is that. Or even if yours is something more what is socially accepted as highbrow. Like I mentioned it a few times now, but Full Metal Alchemist. That's seen as more highbrow for the most part. It's usually the top anime on most sites where it's like number one. And I understand why. For me, I haven't watched most of it now at this point. But I don't think it matters. Like, even if your starting was, like we mentioned, Dragon Ball, fucking Demon Slayer, any anime, it's opened you up, as long as it's not those weird fucking animes. Like, I turned into a dog and my sister loves me.
Like, other minute...
You know the one I'm on about, Mr. Pez? It's weird. I'll explain to you off camera. It's very strange.
The only one I've seen other minute is obviously... I've seen Dragon Ball, watched... Demon Slayer. I tried to watch Death Note. I found it a bit boring for me.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it, is
Yeah.
trial and error.
I watched Chainsaw Man. I thought the series was fine. Movie, fucking great. We do need to talk about the movie because, oh my fucking god, the Reze
Well,
Arc.
there we go then. You can lead us on to the movie nicely.
So, the whole thing with Demon Slayer... if it wasn't for Demon Slayer, I wouldn't have watched Chainsaw Man. And if I didn't watch Chainsaw Man, I wouldn't have watched the Chainsaw Man Reze Arc. And if I didn't watch that film, I wouldn't have gone out. And because obviously I bought the Demon Slayer manga when I was with you, which is obviously my first manga. It is the Demon Slayer Tales of Water and Fire, which has got nothing to do with the series. I was like, okay, I can read this one because it's not going to spoil anything for me. But honestly, I read it. I was really enjoying it. And I was like, oh fuck, shut up, Facebook. It was in a case of I was like, You know what? The Reze Arc is fucking hit me so hard that I want to go out and buy the manga of Chainsaw Man so I can read it. Shut the fuck up! I'm explaining Chainsaw Man. So like if it, like I really enjoyed Demon Slayer, which then opened up to like Chainsaw Man and then buying the mangas. But let's go on to the Reze Arc, the film. Holy fucking shit. Because this is why like I was like, the series is fine, but this is why I love the film so much. Is like seeing the depth, the character evolution between Denji being like my dream is to touch a pair of tits, to then going on to later like going to the film and him saying the lines of the two which really stuck out to me, like the pool scene, which like obviously we've had chats about before, being like people like, oh yeah, people like sexualizing it and people like gooning over it, which like we've both agreed is very much like, I don't find anything sexualized about it. It is a case of, it's a very beautiful scene of two people connecting, and like for me, like I even wrote it down in my notes, like when we in the cinema watching it, was him saying, like, don't quote me on it because like obviously I probably will butcher it, but it was him saying that if I jump in, my heart will too. I was like, fuck, this is really fucking deep, like out of nowhere. Like I went to go see a film about a silly film about a chainsaw man, and yet I came out of that film being like, fuck, my heart's being crushed by this. Like him saying like, oh, if I jump in, my heart will too. And him saying like, everybody's after my chainsaw heart. What about my heart? Denji's heart. Like, does nobody want that? And I was like, fuck, that's such like a character development, being from my dream is to touch a pair of tits, I'm not dying until I touch a pair of boobs, to being like, why the fuck does nobody want my heart? Like, for me, that just hits fucking deep. and seeing like how Denji's gone from like obviously the series of being like he's grown up on nothing, like living day by day, to then getting pretty much everything he wants, like the food and like what was it, having toast with jam and stuff, to then being manipulated by all these women like Miss Makima and then Reze, and it's like the boy can't catch a fucking break, and it's like he doesn't know, like to him if it's love, like not to go fucking deep or anything, but like to him it's love, but like he obviously hasn't been in this position before to know what love is and know when he's been taken fully taken advantage of. And for me, it's just so beautiful, and especially like spoilers by the way for the Chainsaw Man film, but especially then being like on the final battle, they fucking both sink to the bottom of the ocean, and like this is something which I kind of noticed at the time, but I didn't like fully notice until people mentioned it. But like when they sink to the bottom of the ocean, and she like obviously when they're like kind of like dying, and she puts his head like closer in
Doesn't
toward
do it in the manga.
no, which is weird. But like she puts her head closer to him. Like I don't know if that's the case, like oh she's dying or whatever. But like it's like the symbolism, like in the film, like in general. Because even with like the spider and the butterfly or the moth, whatever the fuck it is, because people have said that obviously for the pool scene itself is that the obviously the spider's in the web and then the moth flies into the web and the spider catches the moth, but then or the butterfly. But it turned out that the butterfly itself was a poisonous butterfly. And so that when the spider eats on the butterfly, the spider dies herself. And people are obviously resembling that towards Reze being the spider and then Denji being the butterfly, being like, oh yeah, well, Reze was obviously trying to like capture Denji. And then like obviously, but then Denji's love took poison into Reze, and it was like, oh my god, that's so fucking beautiful. It's such a fucking beautiful film. Like the pool scene obviously like was like, oh my fucking god, I don't see why people sexualize it. Granted, yes, they are naked. They are children, by the way. So if you sexualize that, you're a fucking nuts. So like it is such a beautiful scene. Like the music behind it as well. Like I said to one of my friends that, oh my god, like even if you don't watch the film, please just listen to this, because like I've never been so attached to like music within a film that I will save it onto my Spotify.
Although me and Mr. Pez have said I actually prefer In the Sea to In the Pool.
No, I like, so this is the thing, this is why I like the two different differences between the two, because in the pool is this kind of like light heart, like oh my god, it's so romanticized, and then In the Pool is like this really like, it's kind of dark.
No, but that's what I mean. I genuinely like I like In the Sea more.
Yeah, and this is the thing, like,
because that's like the crescendo of everything that's happened in the entire film.
And like even like during the scene itself, like obviously when they're both singing to the bottom of the sea, In the Sea, oh that's where the name comes from.
They're very on the nose with the soundtrack.
Like obviously they're resembling obviously their time in the pool, and obviously it's kind of the same soundtrack, but obviously like it's more intense, it's more darker, being like, oh my god, it's so fucking good. And like I just love it so fucking much. Like even like the ending, again, spoilers for it, but like obviously the whole thing of she's like, oh, like, do you honestly think that I do love you? And him being like, well, I'm gonna go on such a tangent about it. I do apologize. I apologize to you. Like it is.
I've had my tangents already in the week.
Please go on about it though. Like I'm fully more than happy to listen to it. Like it's when, especially on the beach as well, when she's like, oh, I'm running away now, and Denji goes, do you want to run away together? Fully knowing that if he runs away with Reze right there and then, that not the Demon Slayer, that's a fucking different universe.
Yeah. The Z Fighters,
the Z Fighters, they will fully hunt him down and treat him as a devil, and they will try and kill him. But he is like so okay with that because of the feelings he has for this girl, despite the fact that she manipulated him and used him just for his fucking heart. And he's still like, I do love you. Like he even said himself, I shouldn't like you, but for some reason I do. And he's like, I am fully like ready to walk away and like be hunted down and chased for the rest of my life just to spend my time with you. It's so fucking beautiful. Like the fact he's willing to risk all of it just to spend this time with someone who he loves. And then obviously I don't actually know what happened. Does she like snap his neck or like?
She's not. I think she like.
I know he gets paralyzed.
Paralyzes
Yeah,
him,
so
yeah.
he gets paralyzed, and he's like, "Oh, he's such a super boy." He's like, "Oh, I'll be in the cafe tomorrow." She walks off. It comes to the scene now where like she's about to catch a train. She has a flower. Looks at the flower and is like, "Oh, fucking Denji though." She goes back to the cafe, and like people have said, like obviously the comparisons between the start of the film when obviously she's walking towards the cafe, towards the end of the film where she's walking out of the cafe. In the first like bit, she's walking like a soldier. To the second part, she starts walking like a soldier, and then she starts running towards Denji, and like she has a purpose now, like she has something worth fighting for. And then fucking Miss Makima, I don't think I've walked out of a film, 'cause even during the credits, like when the Angel Devil was like, "Oh, is this city a good place?" It cuts to the credits, like it was like you, Mr. Pez, Bean, Kyle, just all start talking. I was just sat there like, and I didn't talk until the end credit scene. Like the end credit scene played.
Yeah, because no one wanted to talk to you.
Cheers, man.
No,
But I was literally there like, what the fuck did I just witness? And like, because even Kyle asked me afterwards, like, "Oh, what did you prefer? Did you prefer the Demon Slayer film or the Chainsaw Man film?" I said they are two very different. Like, I prefer Chainsaw Man. I prefer Chainsaw Man, Reze Arc, but I said it's so unfair to compare the two together because they're two separate films. That's like comparing. Oh, what would you prefer? Avengers: Infinity War or La La Land?
Infinity War.
Yeah, but that's it. They're two different
Yeah, but
films.
it doesn't matter. They're two different. It's down to preference as well.
No, I agree.
Like
but
I've never seen La La Land, so that'd be much easier.
Neither
for
have
me to
I.
say. But no, that's my point. Is whereas like if you say, for example, using Battle of Gods film, that's still probably one of, if not my favorite anime film because of what it accomplishes in that hour plus mark. I prefer that to a lot of other anime films because, again...
Would you prefer over Chainsaw Man?
Yeah.
Okay.
I prefer it over Chainsaw Man because, again, there's a deeper connection at the moment anyway with The Ball.
Mm-hmm.
And I think... they're two different films, but of course you can prefer one over the other. Like, for example, the reason I love Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods is because it does everything that Dragon Ball does well. It brings the comedy with Vegeta dancing on stage. It brings those big fights from Z and Super later on, where these like world-ending fucking threats, and to an extent with OG Dragon Ball as well. And it does that so fucking well. And it brings the comedy as well, with Beerus playing rock, paper, scissors with Oolong, and it does all that so fucking well. And it condenses it all into this one film, and that's why the film is arguably still the best Dragon Ball film ever made.
I agree.
As much as I love the Brody film, and I've seen Superhero, I watched it in cinema. That was the first Dragon Ball film I watched in cinema, and I love that film. But whereas a thing that condenses, not that it automatically makes it bad, because I know there's a lot of people online who preferred the Broly film, but for me, Battle of Gods is just like a complete encapsulation of what the Dragon Ball franchise is. It's comedy, it's the elements of drama, a lot of action, and it does everything well. I said it to you before, if you enjoy something like the Chainsaw Man Reze Arc, at least in my opinion, you might enjoy something like Toradora, which is something based completely around romance and this idea of the will they, won't they, but it's done so well and so effectively over the course of the series, and it ends in such a, even though some people might not see it as satisfying, I see it as quite a satisfying ending where you can kind of fill in the gaps then what happens post the series and shit like that. And again, like with Spy Family, even though, you know, within the confines of that, you know, these two people are faking being together for 2 different reasons, or 3 different reasons if you include Anya, and they're together for those 3 different reasons, but they're making it work, and I haven't even obviously got to the end of the manga in that or the anime in that. So a film like that or a series like that is something that'll stick out for me personally, but that's the beauty of it. It's a preference thing. Like we've talked before, you're clearly a shonen driven guy for the most part. No, I wouldn't say
I don't know,
with the Reze Arc. I think that's throwing a spanner in the works.
I think it's weird, right? Because like, obviously my favorite film is Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, which is very much heavily romance heavy.
Yeah, with a lot of dramatic.
Yeah, which like obviously then it goes from like, because before Chainsaw Man popped into my top 5, on my Letterboxd I put it on my top 4 favorite films was Eternal Sunshine, Fight Club, Scott Pilgrim, and Submarine. Like out of the 4, 2 of them like very heavily, like Submarine and Eternal Sunshine, very heavy romance. Like Scott Pilgrim, yeah, it's like the action, but like obviously there's like the slight like.
Well, that's the fighting the boyfriend.
Yeah. Fight Club is a different story, but then obviously you watch Chainsaw Man. I originally rated it 4.5. I think I came back to it the next day and I was like, this film is still like affecting me like this day, like even after like, because don't get me wrong, Infinity Castle was sad. But it wasn't a case where I woke up.
There's only one sad bet for me.
Is it Akaza?
No.
No?
It's actually
is it
Zenitsu of Gramps.
Oh, okay.
I thought that was far more sad.
I think there was like a lot of sad scenes, like Shinobu.
I didn't really care. Do you know why I didn't care? And that's going into something that we won't get too deep into the weeds of now. But the Hashira is so like underdeveloped for the most part.
Yeah, but
like,
I feel like
Rengoku dying, as sad as it is, I didn't get sad about it. I was like, I was more gutted than sad.
No, I didn't cry about it. Like
No,
that's the
but
thing. I
my
didn't
point.
cry to the Demon Slayer film.
But that's my point. Is whereas the Gramps scene again, because you know you kind of use real life circumstances.
You can relate to it.
Yeah, and I could relate to that quite heavily, losing a grandparent like the last few years, and how sad fucking Zenitsu was at the fact that you know. Gramps had to die there all alone without anyone being there. That hit for me, personally, a lot more than as sad as it was with the Akaza scene in Infinity Castle. And it was, but I was like, yeah, the Zenitsu scene just hit a bit more of like from a personal POV.
No, like, there's a lot of sad scenes towards Demon Slayer, the Infinity Castle. Like Shinobu, like obviously, I did say that this is the thing I said, like obviously in my review that. It was a case of it made me care for characters I didn't care about before. Like I didn't really care about Shinobu, and then
the problem is my biggest issue with the Shinobu thing is because when I watched it with Mr. Pez, I was more again. It felt more into the Rengoku category, which is weird because Rengoku is potentially my favorite character in Demon Slayer. But I didn't like get sad. I was more gutted than sad. We're literally wrapping around with the Demon Slayer stuff. I just care so much more about. I'm so much more interested in what the Hashira are doing than what Tanjiro's doing.
Yeah, no, I think
but
that
that's my point. Is at least with
the only saving point to season, like for me personally, I think season 5 is it's either bottom or it's one above bottom because I think season 1's like it switches between the two. It's either season 1's bottom or
it's nuts because you say that and that's Mr. Pez loves season 1.
I think season.
Whereas
1's
I
fine.
felt season 1 was okay.
Season 1's
It's
fine.
fine.
I think for me it's either Entertainment Arc District or Entertainment District Arc or Mugen Train. Yeah, like
no, I'd argue those are the best.
Yeah,
the
like I
best
think
series was.
I think Sourcemouth Villager Arc is okay.
Yeah,
I think they're
I
harsh.
I love the OPs for the entertainment.
Yeah,
and,
I think the
they're so good. The songs for them, for the OPs.
But I mean, that's the thing with it. It's like obviously.
That's for me. Did you care? Do you honestly? But again, and this is just a me thing. At least with other series I've watched, I've genuinely care about the main protagonist's journey, and I care about them. Whereas this is one of the series with Demon Slayer. Again, this is not a knock on anyone who's, because I honestly forgot we were recording to an extent then. But no, this is genuinely just to anyone else who's like out there who's watching Demon Slayer and cares about Tanjiro. That's cool. That's fucking awesome. The fact you care about Tanjiro. But like, I don't care about Tanjiro as much as I care about again, these are just the animes I've watched. Like, I don't care about Tanjiro as much as I care about Goku. I don't care about Tanjiro as much as I care about Ed Nal from Full Metal Alchemist. I don't care about Tanjiro as much as I care about even some, like fucking Lloyd and Yor from Spy Family and Anya. And, like, I just don't care about him as much to the point where, like, if he died, right, in the first Infinity Castle film, I wouldn't give a shit. Like, I wouldn't care. It wouldn't affect me. Whereas when I saw... And again, to an extent, I kind of knew he was going to come back. But then I didn't really. Like, I was actually really fucking gutted when Vegeta died in the Majin Buu saga.
Yeah.
Because that felt like something that was earned. And I felt like that was... Again, this is comparing apples to oranges to an extent. But when Vegeta died in the Buu saga, it felt so much more impactful because that's someone who literally felt like they needed something that they had previously, i.e. being this fucking tyrannical bastard who fucking just is merciless with people and that killed fucking everyone who got in his way and did everything, for his own selfish desires, which he did in the Saiyan saga and even going into the Cell saga, or, the Cell saga, Android saga. And then when he got to the Majin Buu saga, he's had a few years now to adjust to this time on Earth, and it's fucking awesome because he's very much settled in. He's almost been fucking, he's like a fucking dog at this point. He's been fucking just completely, everyone. He's an Earthling at this point. And then you get to the point in the Majin Buu saga, then when he allows the fucking worst parts of himself to take over, and then they take over. And then you get to a point when Vegeta then is the person who has to make the ultimate sacrifice. Like, something small, well, not small, there's something like that for me, and it doesn't have to be for every protagonist, but like that whole section with the Buu saga, I remember messaging Mr. Pez about it. I was like, oh my god, this is fucking awesome. I was like, he's got to redeem himself. And not to go into spoiler territory for the manga and Dragon Ball Super, but they build upon Vegeta's regrets, which is why I find characters like Vegeta, Mustang and stuff like that just so much more endearing. But it doesn't mean that I think that anyone who likes Tanjiro is in the wrong. I think that's absolutely fine. I think that's cool as fuck. If you like Tanjiro, you clearly see something in Tanjiro that maybe I don't. But he also stinks. So take that for what you will.
Yeah, but I think overall, I enjoyed Demon Slayer.
But the Reze Arc film was beautiful.
It was so. Oh, don't get me started on it again, because I will just fucking go back onto it.
Come back, because I'll speak about it in my own time.
Not to drag on too much about it. Like I generally said with the Reze Arc, it was a case of I needed a few days to heal from it. Like, obviously Mr. Pez said that I didn't really like, because I said that obviously, I don't know if you felt the same or not, but I did see a thing on my TikTok with it being like everyone watched the Reze Arc film and everyone looked at Reze and they saw someone that reminded them of Reze. So, I agree with it personally.
Not too long. The first time I watched it, no, because I was invested in the film. I can understand the look and seeing someone else, which I don't think is a bad interpretation of the film.
No, I don't.
I don't.
Because like the first time I watched it, I was like, oh, this Reze reminded me of this person.
And I watched it the second time, and was it the second time? Maybe the second time I saw it a bit more, but the first time I didn't really see it as much because I was more there for the plot of the film. But I don't think that's a bad thing. I think the idea that you can obviously relate to any form of media, as long as it's not a fucking, even if it is to an extent within the confines of a negative connotation, I think that's fine to an extent, as long as it's something that, can have a positive impact post-film. So, for example, you can see the film and you can have your own interpretation of the person that you see in the Reze role, and you see yourself in the Denji role, whatever the fuck that may be, in someone's own POV. But don't let it become like your actual personality, because it's a dangerous road to go down. Because just because you
What's that meme with Denji was like, he's like me for real.
Well, yeah, it's like yeah, that's really. I don't know the context of that meme itself.
Yeah, I swear you said it before.
Yeah, no, I've sent it before just because I've.
Oh,
seen
I think
it
it's like a
before.
fan edit.
It might be, to be fair. But no, that's what I mean. And I just don't feel like you need to center yourself around the whole film as and I mean that for everyone, myself included, where there's elements of the film that are obviously going to ring true because that's just how fucking life is. There's, stories and films and media in general are just stories about people in life, and that's just kind of how it is. But that's what I mean. You don't have to completely base everything on just that one certain thing. Like I said, I could see similarities to myself, in certain elements of the film, but I couldn't also. And I think at the end of the day, that's just the beauty of what the film was able to accomplish, is the fact that you could either see elements of yourself in Denji, or even for some people in Reze, and you could see that. And that's just the beauty of the whole fucking film, and that's the beauty of, like I mentioned, most forms of media, is you can see yourself in that. But yeah, I just think overall the film was just it was a beautiful film.
Beautiful.
It was a lovely film. It was a beautiful film. It really was. Like I said, I went to watch it the second time. Had a really, really good time watching it on my own, in all honesty. And it was really nice. It was really nice to watch, and I was happy I watched it with everyone else, but I was happy I watched it on my own. And you get different things out of it because you notice more things about the film as the film progresses when you watch it the second time. You may not notice the first time. But
This is why I'm very excited to read the manga.
But that's right. But that wraps me around to the most important thing. The most important thing of all this, which is
fuck the Chunk of this whole podcast.
Still goes right on them. No. To be fair, my thing was I just want to let you all know that we will be ranking all Assassin's Creed games very soon. But no, genuinely, just if you see something in it, cool. As long as it's not something that's detrimental or anything that's gonna influence you in a negative way, then fucking go for it. Like I said, if you see yourself in the stories that they're telling on screen, cool. Like, I'm cool as fuck. Like Vegeta, right? You go out there and dance to bingo.
Go on
Right
now, on camera.
Now it's time for the main event of Bulma's birthday, the bingo tournament! Bingo! Bingo! Bingo!
Okay, he's been drinking more than Gohan.
Fun time bingo! Fun time bingo! It's time to play some bingo! Ole!
I do think that's a good place to wrap up, though. Like, I could go on for ages talking about the Reze film, talking about Demon
I would have
Slayer.
gone on a bit longer, but he took him most of the time.
Sorry, I had so much to say.
Me and Mr. Pear's got a podcast dropping.
I had so much to say about the Reze film, like, because I was talking, like, just before we do wrap up, I was talking to someone earlier before I came down, and I was saying, like, I have so much to say about it, but it's either a case of, like, I feel like either one, people don't understand what I'm talking about when it comes to it, like, obviously, like, me talking about, like, this anime is really affecting me, and, like, why? I'll explain, like, I don't get it. Or two, it's a case of, like, they don't really give a fuck. So it's a case of, like, oh, you're talking about an anime. I'm like, yes, but trust me, if you watch it, you will understand. Like, no, it's a cartoon. I'm like, no, but it's like, honestly, trust me. So, like, I'm really glad I did get to come out here and speak about my thoughts about it. And now it can be on the internet forever, and people
I'm
can tell
glad
me
I
that
was here.
Jack
I'm
was
glad I
here.
got to do the bingo dance.
And Jack can, like, you just listen towards it, and, like, I'm really glad I got together his feelings and emotions out, because, like, obviously they have been, like, babbling up, and I have been telling people, and they've been like, anyway, guys, without further ado, that was Chainsaw Man. Thank you for watching the Chat Shit Show episode, anime edition, and yeah, I mean, without further ado,
I'll leave them with this, so you say bye.
bye!
Go on, Kakarot! Find a way! I entrusted everything with you, my pride, my promise! I won't tolerate failure! Trespass into the domain of the gods! Do it, Kakarot! Do it!
And then he screams.
Something changed with me. But you snapped. I didn't care about being a Kakarot.
I didn't care about being a Super Saiyan.
It's a fucking lie.